The Democrats have
Last question.
raised questions about potential conflict of interest because of family ties with Patrol. Is that a concern at all?
The wife and son are on the highway patrol. There's a layer between us. The layer is John Bourne. My wife and son will be recused from the promotion process, so I don't see that as a problem. You have to remember I was a major and a lieutenant colonel on the highway patrol, and they were on, and it didn't seem to be a problem. And if you look at the city of Columbus, the police chief's son was a police officer. So it happens there. There were 3 colonels that had family on the highway patrol, and you deal with it as long as you deal with it. Transparency and you.
Tom, let me just say something about this whole issue. I find myself tripping over the anthills on the way to the pyramids. We have so many stupid rules and regulations that prevent us from getting the best people to come in here. You just can't believe it. And I blame it on all of you, all this transparency and conflicts and all this other stuff. I'm going to just tell you, it is a problem to get quality people to come to work in the government. Our problems in the government are bigger, and the quality of people who want to come in is less. Now, if you get sick and your disease gets worse and worse and worse, I would suggest to you you get a better and better doctor. But today, if you get sick under the governmental rules and all the political correctness and all the open sunshine and all this other stuff, you get a worse doctor. And this is something we have to think about over time. We have made it so difficult for quality people to come into the government. If I was to get somebody to come into the Department of Development who is a top flight business leader, they'd have to kind of sit out of their business for a year. Now we have a jobs problem, but common sense has gone out the window. And I know you're all going to hit me on this at some point. The fact that he has relatives that work in a patrol, I think the man will do a good job. And it's just sort of silly to have to explain all that away. His reputation is great. I stand behind him. And all this business about this conflict and that conflict, I'll tell you something, we're hurting our kids. And this is not the last time we'll get a chance to talk about all this. I just want the best people. He's the best man for this job. And he will handle appropriately the fact that he's got relatives in there. That would not disqualify him in my mind. Of course, I haven't been in the government for 10 years, so I still have a little bit of common sense. I'll bet by the end of this term, I'll probably be gone. Thank you all.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
How about a round of applause for that?